The drinks aren't the price you want them to be. The entrance fees, the parking, the distance. It's just not worth it. It's really just not worth it. And you know that you try to give it a benefit of the doubt because you really do like hanging out with people. You enjoy the activity of drinking, but you don't get drunk. And it's not even like you try not to, you just don't. No matter how much you drink, it just doesn't happen. Unless it's an irresponsible. When I'm trying to responsibly drink, no matter how much I drink, I don't get drunk. And so you're out cold, already drove, walking places, bad music, bad vibes, bad people, nobody's dancing. And then now you gotta order 10 drinks just to feel something. 10,000 calories, $10,000. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know it's not worth it. Your vibe is, you already know there is, why would I need to explain how you already are, because I am you. It's not necessary. So it's upsetting. Like, I wish the city I lived in had a nightlife where it was not just like centered around violence, around sex, around looking hot, around, like, I don't know. Okay, this is a hot take, but there is a difference between looking good for yourself and looking good based off of yourself, but what a man's opinion of a woman is. Like, I don't know if you notice, but I see the way you look at other people through their eyes at you. Do you want to be perceived? You want to be looked at a certain way? And that's just it. For me, I don't do that. I feel like I see through everything. I see through everything so much. It just is. And when people look at me a lot, I just get confused as to why. If anybody ever wanted somebody that bad, why do you not approach? But it's not even that. It's just like, I don't dress for anybody. I don't dress to be treated a certain way or anything. Or I don't know. The way I just dress is completely different than the average person, period. So my night going out dressing is completely different than the average person. And it's so different than the average person. Do you think I'd be a pick-me? And sometimes I question myself. I'm like, am I? But I don't think I am, because it really is just me. Like, every single day, I'm like, how can I be my authentic self? And it just is. But it just is what it is. But it's so cool. You would think that I'm performing, but I'm not. It is really just me. Like, imagine how blessed you could be to be your own person. It's fantastic. Like, whatever I do in life is simply for comfort, for myself, for peace of mind, for myself, period. And lately, I've been so much more strict. Like, I don't even do things for certain people anymore that I would, simply because it has become me not putting myself first in all situations, every single situation. There's a thing about being considerate and then being like overly extending yourself, and I don't want to be that. I am very, very, very considerate of people. I'm very considerate of life, every single situation, every single aspect. But when I notice I'm falling into the point of me constantly like catering to somebody's needs or once, just because I can simply either read people or understand what is needed in a situation without it even being stated, I need to stop doing that. Because I do that for myself, obviously, because I am myself. But I need to stop doing that for other people because they do not do that for themselves. They do that for themselves selfishly, but they do not do that for themselves for, I don't know, for, it's like, I do it for myself as I also take everything else into account, but I know what I need is first. But people do it for themselves, take nothing else into account, and then expect things from other people. I don't know. I don't know how to phrase that. It's like, because I've been thinking about that lately. Like, I do what I need to do for myself, period. That is the first thing that's going to get done. Other people might not even be considered. But if I could help somebody along the way, it is in my route, then I do not mind stopping to help because I know what I am capable of. I know I am in control. And not in control of the person, not in control of the situation, but in control of my own feelings and how to regulate myself and what I am able to do without feeling worse or without feeling bad. But when you come across other people, it's like they do what they have to do for themselves, not necessarily thinking about anyone else or what any other person might have to, what their position might be in that situation. And then they still expect a certain treatment as if they are owed that because of whatever status they have. And that's not necessarily the case. Like, if I can give you an example, and this might not be understood, but for me, I only need a little smidget of something to see the bigger picture. So, me and my friend, we have not hung out for 2 weeks. Super busy. So we come to hang out, and we made plans to go out maybe 2-3 days later. We talk about said plans over the phone the next day, and then the day of the plans come, I'm asking her, questions about it. She's acting confused, and I'm like, do you just still want to go out? And she's like, oh no, I'm staying in. And I was like, okay. And that's all you're going to get out of me. That's all you're going to get out of me as I put it on the back burner and understand what our relationship is. And I'm not sure if that's a me thing, as if I should simply state my concerns, my questions, and if I should say anything else during those situations. But I feel like I've learned to just accept things for what it is and then let it play out later if it is that important. And if it's not, then it just goes away because I don't really care. But I know what to do. So I don't think I need to do anything else but that, which is just let it be. Because why would I ask for any other explanation than what you just gave me? If you wanted to give it, you would have. If you didn't, and you didn't. So, anyways, and then 3 hours later, she's like, oh, actually, I changed my mind. What are y'all doing? And we're like, where you at? And I already had sent the flyer. She's like, are y'all still going out? I was like, yeah, I'm already at the place, but we might be going to, I don't know, DT later. And she was like, what's that? And then I explained what it was. No response. And that's another thing I'm thinking about. Like, should I have not even responded to her, period? Because I didn't respond for an hour purposefully because I tend to be too accessible for people. Even though that is truly how I am, I cannot let people have that access to me because then they think that it is normal for them to act a certain way, and it's not. So I already hadn't responded for a minute. And then I did. And I did again. And got no response in the end. And I'm just like, should I have not responded at all? But I feel like that would be dishonest. And subconsciously, I'm like, well, she would probably know that you were upset. And I wouldn't want her to know that. Because if it was that much of a concern, it probably wouldn't happen. But I don't know. I'm such a strict person. But then I'm like, maybe, but I know everything I do is meant is meant to happen. Because I think literally very deeply and very strongly about every single thing. So even in the 40 minutes that I haven't responded, I was literally meditating on what I should even respond to. And I did. So what now? She's probably going to give me an explanation of, oh, I was asleep, or oh, I didn't feel like it, or oh, I didn't see that, or da 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 da. But it's like, for me personally, I'm just tired of the excuses, of the responses, of me always having to accept somebody's faults, me always having to accept somebody's BS because they don't know how to treat people, they barely know how to treat themselves. It's like a overstimulated, overworked, dang near hijacked machine. They're going crazy, and I just catch it all, and it's annoying because I know how to treat people. I know how to not put my problems on other people. I know how to not treat other people certain ways. Period. None of my problems, none of my feelings, none of my emotions will ever go on to another person. Besides silence. But silence is neutral. Silence can mean anything unless you ask. You know? And it's not manipulative. It's just I think I have such an understanding of nothing is in my control but myself. Period. And if I know who you are as a person, or I can assess the situation, I have very strong discernment. It's like, what I need to do is simply nothing. I don't know. But like, I'm still thinking how I would want to respond to that message that I know I'm going to get tomorrow. It's just so annoying. Like I said, I constantly have to put up with people, but nobody has to put up with me. That's what I mean, basically. I have to put up with people, but nobody has to put up with me because I know how to regulate myself. I know how to separate myself, and I know how to be respectful. So, like, I don't know. Like, the thing is, when I think about relationships, when it comes to this point, is I am such a giver, such a quality time person. I always want to do something, want to get you this, want to get us this together for all types. And it's either not reciprocated, or there's just no setting where we could really implement that. And it's a trial, yes, but I just wish society was a bit different where we could really experience being ourselves as people, being around other people, enjoying other people, wanting to enjoy other people. But it's like we have nothing. We have nothing. Everybody is struggling. Everybody is trying to pay this or pay that. Everyone's trying to look this way or look that way, or act this way, think this way, run from this, run towards that. There's just so much like static. It's I think it's absolutely insane to see. I think it's so like, what's the word? What is the word? It's like something that is so profound, but it's not normal. And I literally see that. But maybe because I think I found peace within myself in every single aspect of myself, in my reactions, I either expect that from other people, think other people can read me, or I don't know, think I'll be considered how I do to other people, the average person. But as my frequency changes, I literally only attract the things that I am truly, so it just only gets better from this point. And I know that, and I'm waiting for that. It's like, there's no need to put myself in certain environments thinking I'm going to get something that I'm not, because it's just a waste of time. Like, I could be doing anything else. But, I don't know, it's just like, I forget what I was talking about. Since I found that peace within myself, I expect it from other people. Yeah, we said that. What was I going to say? Every time I forget something, I'm like, that is probably something so powerful that I'm not ready to unlock yet, but my brain was moving so fast. But I don't know. We'll come back to it. Yesterday, I had to look up like a local theater, and I could not remember it at all for the life of me. And I had to retrace my tracks of thoughts. I'm like, what the heck was I thinking? How was I even going to come to this? And it came down to buying a ticket, and I'm like, a ticket for what? What ticket? Where are we getting this ticket from? But it was a ticket for whatever I was looking within that theater for, because they do like shows or movies or whatever, and I just had to find it. But basically, how I'm gonna respond, I don't know. I really don't know. Do I even want to respond? I'm just tired. I'm tired of putting up with it. Maybe this is my last test to see how I really do. If I'm as gangsta as I say, because I sometimes be letting a lot of stuff pass. Like, I give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt, but I just love people. But that's why lately I really have been keeping everyone at a distance, and it's not even distance. It's just untouchable to me, purposefully, because I do. I have too much of my own life to discover than to be constantly around somebody else or constantly on the phone texting somebody else who does not have the same thoughts as me. It's just draining. Like, I do not want to do that anymore.